Look at that. Good to see you. Thank you. All right.
Tattoos for the kids.
Oh my God, you were too funny. You were too funny.
There's some koozies for everybody.
All right, thanks, buddy. Jeff's been on before. I got to get the chef in.
How you doing?
Chef, how are you?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for making it in. You too.
Yeah.
Taylor's got some things right behind you.
All right.
Yep.
Some more dishes?
Come on in with them. All right, the kids will love this.
Quite popular with the young kids, those tattoos.
Yeah. Look at this. Awesome.
All right.
Oh my God, these
Maybe
chips are like
tuck
the
that.
aroma just from the chips.
All right.
So first thing I got to get into is that you guys made this transition really quickly.
Yep.
Into getting over there. And the concept has been, I mean, it's been what, not even 2 months
It's
yet?
almost 3 months.
Almost 3
It'll
months,
be 3
okay.
months in about a week.
So the reviews already, and I got a lot of great messages and feedback of people saying they've been over there for lunch, they love the setup. Before we get to this amazing food, give us kind of a walkthrough of what the space transformed into, if you don't mind.
Okay, so the new Xaco Taco, it's almost like walking into a Mexican street carnival. It's a lot of fun. You walk in, there's graffiti. There is a 1970 restored Volkswagen bus that's been transformed into a taco truck, which we serve tacos out of late night. There are a lot of found objects, antiques. There's an old sauerkraut press that's been turned into a table. There's a tractor that's been turned into a table. A lot of antiques, kind of vintage. There's an old foosball machine in the dining room.
That's awesome.
We have 2 classic skee ball machines coming in about a month. So it's just a lot of fun. Between the food, the drinks, and the atmosphere, you can't beat it.
No, and that's what people are saying. I mean, I've only made it as far as the bar, and Jeff wasn't there that night. Otherwise, I probably would have been stuck there a lot longer. But I made it as far as the bar, and this is what I was drinking. So this is great to see. But it's completely you did a transformation, and everything you just mentioned.
Complete transformation. They knocked out. I don't know if you remember the old Rick's Roadhouse, but you walk in, there was a big wall behind the bar. That has been completely removed. So it's an open space. With the good weather coming in, we're getting ready to put the patio out.
Patio's going to go back in action, right?
That's
a big question I got.
This weekend.
Okay, that's awesome. So for that, if we get to that 70 degrees on Saturday, now you know the patio is going to be in great shape. So this inspiration, and you talk about kind of like the street carnival effect of being there. Where are you drawing your inspiration from the menu? Because we're going to talk about these great things you brought, but just from the feedback and what I've seen so far, you've got a great variety. I mean, bigger than what you would expect.
Yeah, a great variety, and a lot of the inspiration just came. I moved out here 3 years ago from San Francisco. I've lived half my life in Southern California, between Southern California, San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and I've done a lot of traveling in Mexico. I've always just been drawn to the flavors of Mexico. So what we're trying to do is take some of the local ingredients that New England has to offer, and using traditional Mexican techniques, all the way from our tortillas, which we make our masa every day. We have an old machine that was brought from Mexico that rolls out our masa. We cook the tortillas to order using non-GMO organic masa.
Wait, you cook tortillas to order?
To order, yep. So we have I'm going to even drop her name, Sarah. We call her La Máquina, which means the machine. She's amazing, and she just gets there at 11 o'clock. We open at 11:30, and she just starts making tortillas. And after the lunch rush, she does a little bit of prep, and then going into dinner, we do it all over again.
Well done, Sarah, because you're getting great reviews. That's fantastic. All right, so let's talk about, and I think your inspiration, and I didn't know that you were background, so I'm very happy to hear that and let people know that. So let's talk about what you brought today and some of the things that you do have on the menu. So
okay, so let's start. I guess we'll just start with like what you would as an appetizer. So we have our house-made chips and our smoked salsa verde. So we still have the old smoker at Rick's, so we try to incorporate some of those flavors, kind of intensify those with using the smoker. So this is a combination of fresh tomatillos, charred onions, charred garlic, and serrano chilies.
Wow.
All go take a trip through the smoker, pureed, and it's delicious. Then we have the guacamole, which we make fresh between 2 and 3 times a day, depending on how busy we are. We just make small batches.
Oh, God.
And so this is probably what you would start with.
Just for the record, this goes perfectly with this. Just for the record.
Also, another one, going back to the trying to source as local as possible, we use some Bombster scallops from Connecticut.
Yep.
And this is our Bombster scallop agua chile, which is very similar to a ceviche.
Okay.
But this one has cucumber, jalapeno, red onion, and a lot of lime juice, salt, keeping it simple, just kind of wanting the simplicity of the freshness of the scallops to kind of play the lead role here.
So is the ceviche, in a ceviche, and correct me if I'm wrong, chef, is it that the fish is kind of marinating itself in there? Is that the same for this too?
Exactly.
Okay.
So to order, this is actually, so as you eat it, when you first get it, it's made to order, first of all. So we squeeze fresh lime juice over it, add a little bit of salt, and then we add our agua chile mix, which is what I talked about, the cucumber, the lime, all that. And then it just gets tossed. So when you first get it on your table, we serve it with blue tortilla chips, actually, this one, which we didn't bring.
That's okay.
And when you first get it, the scallops are still raw, but as you eat it, they start to kind of cook and the texture changes. So you almost get 2 dishes in one.
That's what I was just saying. Okay, because when I've had a good ceviche, in my opinion, is that same thing, is that you're getting the flavor, so you know what it was when it got there, and you're feeling it as it finishes up to you.
Exactly.
So that's going to be the same thing happening here.
Yep.
Fantastic.
So that's a great popular appetizer that we have, and moving into the summer, we're getting ready to do a menu flip. So we'll be switching out to using Stonington red shrimp, which are also from Connecticut, and doing more of like a Mexican-style seafood cocktail.
Perfect.
Some other fun things that we have, which your eyes were drawn to, are the chapulines, which are actually crickets.
Crickets.
Which you can add to your any taco, guacamole, and it just adds a chili, lime, kind of a crispy. I almost say it tastes like a little bit of like a fried onion.
Really?
And we actually source these from Mexico, from Oaxaca, which is a region in a city in southern Mexico. That are very popular.
Is true. There is crickets.
There's
There's
crickets.
like 3 people. They really have crickets on the menu, and I got to hold this up again because that's awesome. But you're saying it's got more of a spicier flavor to them.
It's got a little bit of spice, a little lime, a little salt, and it just adds a really nice kind of crispy texture to whether it's guacamole, tacos, and it's fun for people late night at the bar. I've seen many people, hey, I'll buy you a drink if you eat some crickets. So
that would be me.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here?
So this is our cochinita pibil, which is pork shoulder that we marinate in our adobo, which is basically just a blend of spices, achiote paste, which is a really brightly colored paste that has some cumin, oregano, some other spices. And we basically wrap that in banana leaves and slow cook that for about 4 to 5 hours. So you get the flavor of the banana leaf, and it just kind of steams, traps everything in there. We top this with our house-made habanero carrot salsa, our pickled red onion, and a little bit of cilantro and chopped white onion.
Oh my God.
So this is also one of our $2 tacos, which are available from 3 to 5, as well as late night.
So I'm getting your message here. Smoked cauliflower and wild mushroom tacos.
Yes, so we also offer a really nice vegan and vegetarian
There you go.
menu, which I think we have 3 right now. We have a chili relleno taco, we have the smoked cauliflower, and then we have the wild mushroom. The smoked cauliflower.
I'd have to try that one because I like that one too. Now that Sherry's saying the smoked cauliflower sounds good.
Yeah,
Sherry, I'm going to make you put some crickets on yours. There you go.
So yeah, and then back to kind of, we're in New England, we like oysters. This is our crispy oyster taco. So these are dusted in the masa that we use to make our tortillas, flash fried, topped with some spicy pickled carrots, our smoked salsa verde, and cilantro onion.
So is the menu style, so when they're coming out, how many would be in an order like this?
You can order, so we do a platter, which you get two tacos, and it comes with a side of rice and beans.
Okay.
Or all of our tacos are available a la carte as well.
So you can kind of mix it up if you want to.
Mix it up.
Perfect.
Yep. And last, to finish your meal, this is one of our desserts. We have 2 desserts right now. We have the churro donuts, served with a bittersweet Mexican chocolate sauce. And then this is our pineapple coconut tres leche cake, which is, we make a fresh butter cake with a little bit of vanilla. We poke some holes in it, and then we pour a mixture of condensed milk, coconut milk, and regular milk over it. Let that soak overnight so the cake actually has kind of a moist flavor to it. And then we whip, the solidified coconut milk that you find in a can?
Yeah.
We whip that up with a little bit of vanilla powdered sugar, and that becomes the whipped cream. So it's whipped coconut cream. And then some toasted coconut to finish it off.
Oh my God, this is like unbelievable.
And there's fresh pineapple in there as well. So.
Oh. Now, let's talk about this drink.
So this is the mango margarita. So what makes all of our margaritas special, in my opinion, is we juice the limes fresh daily. It's lime juice, agave, and this has mango puree. Our classic is just the agave, the lime. So they got a little bit of tartness to it, not a lot of sugar,
right.
So I don't know if you've ever had a margarita
Fresh,
that's
incredibly fresh.
Yeah, it just really speaks to you.
you guys, this menu is unbelievable. So, I mean, this transition that you guys have made, congratulations to you. And I know
you.
Jeff has been working hard on it with the whole group over there. Coming up, you got Cinco de Mayo, which is now going to be a holiday for you guys.
Cinco
over
de
there.
Mayo is coming up, yeah. And we actually have a countdown on our website that's just counting it down.
Oh, I saw that. Okay. All
So
right.
we're definitely promoting that. I think hopefully the weather's nice. Patio will be open. We have a few surprises. Not going to share too
All
much
right,
about that,
okay.
but
You'll have some interesting stuff going on for the
It is
day.
soft shell crab season.
Okay.
So there may be a soft shell crab torta, and then also the red shrimp are going to be in town. So we'll have some different tacos. The menu will most likely be, some of those items will be flipped by then.
Awesome.
So we'll have some
So
new
maybe
things.
I'll have to go over there this year and do a Facebook Live. I'll have to get Jeff to save me a seat at the bar. And we'll do a Facebook Live. Like last year, I went to I went to Don Jose's on the Hill for Cinco de Mayo. So this year, I'm gonna have to come over to you guys and check
Okay,
it out.
yeah.
Well, Chef, thank you for coming and explaining this. Really exciting to see. I mean, 3 months old and getting this many reviews is unbelievable. So now, large groups and stuff like that, you guys can still take larger parties.
Yes, large parties. We actually have a party tonight. What used to be the game room at Rick's has been turned into an event space, so
Awesome.
you can book parties in there. Tonight we have al pastor, marinated pork on a vertical rotisserie that we're shaving off for the guests to order.
That's awesome.
Made to order guacamole. I mean, just all sorts of stuff. So
Perfect.
book your party.
Well, thank you again for making it in today.
Thank you
really,
so
really
much, Rick.
appreciate it.
All right.
I'll be tasting a few of these things when I come right out.
Okay.
So, got to head out and close up because we got Kate Nagel coming up next with everything that's going on in news and politics. I heard there's some exciting things that are happening up on Capitol Hill. So, she'll be coming in next. Thank you for joining me. I'm Rick Simone. I'll see you next week on The Taste. I'll see you next week on The Taste. I'll see you next week on The Taste. I'll see you next week on The Taste.